Mm. Hello. All the techies can see me. I hope. Of course, there's going to be technical issues despite the amount of testing we've done. It's always going to happen. Okay, I think oh, James says we're moving now. Awesome. I've got a runny nose now, though. I've been waiting so long in the cold trying to get it all to work. Here we go. I mean, I can at least start us off with the little robin. Now I've switched something off, which means I've got no sense of who is in the room. So yeah, please do keep chatting so I know that someone's there because I can't see how many viewers or anything that is going on. So yeah, so for those that are just logging in and saying hi, yeah, apologies for the technicals. We'll just have to persevere a little bit. I'm afraid we've done a couple of tests in this location. It's all been fine. So of course today, not so much. Awesome. So yeah, we're outside in the wild. We're kind of close-ish to the city, so you can hear there's something going on with the helicopters at the moment. Um, it's a bit cloudy today. Um, and then, yeah, a bit cloudy and a bit quiet, but we will get something today, I'm sure. So, first time round, I did like this whole intro about what I'm doing and why I'm doing it. So I guess I'll do it again. So, oh, hang on. I think this is Mum and, oh, look at them. If you saw those squirrels, I think it's like Mum and Kit, or two kits. They've been they've been bouncing around, one following the other for a while. Yeah. Anyway, so I am trying some live streaming. I've been watching a bit of IRL live streaming and got a little bit hooked on it and thought, well, I do something that's a little bit interesting. So why not give it a go? I have a bit of a background in live. I know how to technically do it all with all the big gear and all the stuff, but the challenge here is how to do it with very little equipment and pretty much no budget. So we keep freezing a little bit, but can you hear me? I will just switch a few more things off. Just see if that helps. Might be a little bit better now. So yeah, as I was saying, very little equipment, pretty much no budget, because those of you that work in the industry know that none of us have any money at the moment. So here we go. Completely gone. Dear. I'm on a bit of a delay, so see if it comes back. Change some more settings. Back to minutes. I've just changed a few more things, so just let me know where you're at. Cool. Back again. This thing's a bit brighter. Cool. Hopefully you've all caught up with me then, and we're a little bit more stabilized. There's going to be a little bit of bit of buffering every now and then. I think that's just going to be the nature of things today. Shall I say hello again? One of these, one of these. Hello. Cool. There we go. Okay. Hopefully I'm not doing too much now by giving you my face. I doubt that's the issue. So yeah, so we'll probably just see squirrels and birds today. Maybe if we're lucky, a green woodpecker, or probably some magpies, maybe some blue jays. We will see. It's already getting quite dark because it's quite cloudy today. So yeah, we'll see how long we can go for. I'm hoping we've got until about 4:30 before I'm totally tapped out for light. Use that down there. So we've got a few technically type people in and a few people interested in cameras that I recognise. Hello to anyone else. I can show you my setup. So I will give you the tour. Bear with me. Just find the tour. Here we go. Hello. This is my little camera setup. It's a bit untidy at the moment. I'll give it a bit of a final tweak before we get going. But yeah, this is the camera that I'm using, and I'll give you a sneak peek under the bonnet. We're shooting on a Sony A7Siii and the 200-600 with a 1.4 tele converter. I've got a little ND, variable ND on the front as well to manage some light. I'll probably take that off once it gets dark. Portkeys monitor. Got a little kind of live streaming setup there. Don't want to recommend any of that yet because it could all change in the next one. So yeah, my seat, my bright blue bag is all camouflaged up, kind of see it under there, and batteries kind of ready to go whenever I need them. Most importantly, my coffee. So yes, this is the setup. Oh, mate, it's not just you. I left myself on mute today. Oh, okay. Right. My lens to begin with is 200 to 600 with a 1.4 teleconverter. And that takes me to 840 in focal length ish, which is a pretty regular setup for consumer photographers and camera people. It's Sony and works well with auto. Um, it works well with the Sony kit, and I quite often use the autofocus not while I'm operating, but just to get me in and out of shots as quickly as possible. So I can just do one touch and then I can start racking focus. So that's a super handy lens to use, quite standard. And then monitors. James asked about monitors. Um, I use both. I use Atomos and Portkeys. They've both got different reasons. I use them. There's pros and cons for both. The Atomos has I can record onto SSDs. Is super handy in that scenario, but doesn't have SDI. And so I have the port keys for the SDI, and the port keys can also be remotely controlled using when I'm using my Red. So that's kind of a handy setup to have sometimes. So it really depends on your user needs on which monitor to get. Um, yeah, hopefully I'll get this live streaming right at some point. I need a coffee. I'm not too well mannered to swear, as a few of you are mentioning. I do swear a lot, but maybe not on camera. Sorry, trying to be good. I really want a blue jay. I saw one like 2 hours ago, but he didn't settle. So yeah, it's very quiet wildlife wise. But I mean, I've been quite preoccupied with technical things. There's someone coming in doing a bit of litter picking, so I might just play you a VT so that I don't film them. Let me just see. Would you like to see some water voles? I've been filming some water voles recently over the summer, and yeah, I might just wait a minute because the litter pickers just taking their time, enjoying nature, which is what they should be doing. Okay, here's some water voles. Oh, it's all good today. there's still someone kind of wandering through, and she's loving it. She's good. I'll just keep looking up. I'm on such a delay that you guys have only just, um, I think, picked up from where I put myself on mute. So I'm just watching your reactions. You just caught up. You guys are way behind me in terms of delay. Okay, I've lost the litter picker, so I wonder if she'll return. What I might do is I've got a ND, variable ND on my camera, so I'm just going to take that off. So this one is going to go black for a second. Oh, if I can get it off. Oh my God, it's black. It's clear. There we go. Oh, there's our person. Just put that somewhere safe. Oh, you know what? It's always getting dark when I have to take that off. Most importantly, do I have a good cushion for extended periods of sitting? Says in camera guy. Today, no. My behind will go very numb, but that's a later me problem. Right, our company has left, but that does mean I will have cleared some of the wildlife. My toes are also going to get very cold. I've left my heated socks at home. That wasn't very clever. Where is everything? whilst I wait for some wildlife, should we show you a little thing? So I've recently been working on I've recently released a film called The Detectorist. I think most people have seen it maybe, but if you haven't, here's a little trailer for it that I just wanted to show off because not many people have seen the trailer. So yeah, enjoy.
We know these banks like the back of our hands. Neo and I, we've made a great team. Otters are tricky to find, but dogs, they see with their nose. And two noses are better than one. So we recruited Cariad. She's added a touch of chaos. But Neo, he's a good teacher, and Cariad learns fast. With Welsh rivers being developed at an alarming rate, our job is more important than ever.
Let's not keep myself on mute. That was my little trailer for a film that's done really well on YouTube just recently. Better than I could have ever imagined. So I'm really grateful to everyone who commented and liked and shared that. It's the film with my friend Lee and his dogs that he trains to be detection dogs for otter conservation for South Wales Otter Trust. So yeah, I think you guys have caught up a bit with me now, and the chat seems to be a bit more current. So yeah, that was a nice thing. Should we take that little sign off though? It's going to take me a while just to get used to all of these buttons. There we go. What I will do is say, hey, like and subscribe. Woo! Yeah, if you're not liking and subscribing already, please do that. I know I'm supposed to ask for those things, but yeah, it would be really cool and it would make my day. So that would be nice. Thank you. Bye. Okay. What made me go down the route of wildlife? I guess it was just something that I wanted to do. I grew up in the countryside. Like, I used to spend hours on the bus every morning watching the sunrise and all the pretty, just driving down the lanes and stuff. And it was always really, really picturesque. Um, and I think, yeah, I just kind of wanted to capture that as an adult with my camera, being able to. But also, like, I guess when I was filming all the other things that I used to do, I really like the animals, wildlife stuff was the stuff I enjoyed the most. So it took me a few years to figure that out. Um, Kind of life just kind of uh, yeah, you just kind of do different things in your life and then really kind of figure out what it is that you really want to do. So um, that happened to me, and here I am. Very little happening now. So the goals for these is if I can figure out more like locations, connectivity, and things, then it would be nice to do more of this at a kind of more scheduled basis so people know um, where I am and what I'm doing. I'd like to, yeah, try different bits of kit out, maybe do like a macro day or a nighttime thing, or, or just take the long lens when I'm got something cool to look at and bring people along with me a little bit. That would be really nice to do. Um, it all depends on, like, yeah, money, finding people that um, with land that will let me come and do stuff. And yeah, probably I'm still figuring the tech out a little bit more. We had it nailed so well during all the tests, but yeah, that's definitely a thing. Um, and then yeah, it would be nice to just do like a block maybe in month or two's time of just like every so many days for a month I will be doing this and showing you some stuff. Um, yeah, that would be the ideal thing. We will see how it goes. Um, yeah, I guess I need to just start planning all of that stuff. I mean, today was very much a nice, calm introduction while I've still got some free access to things and seeing if everything would work live. Um, yeah, so. Oh, I just saw something. Um, yeah, we've probably got maybe another half hour before the light's far too low, but yeah, we will see how dark it gets. It is really cloudy, which does not help at all. Could I film from where the otter dogs work from the detectorists? Yeah, I've got some good connections on in that area, and I've spent a lot of time there. So yeah, absolutely. I think it's a little bit further away, distance and travel wise today than I wanted to be, but as definitely one for the future. Um, again, connectivity is like a big thing on each place, so I need to go back and just test what it's like over there. But it's really close to a city, so I'm hoping it'll be fine. So yeah, I'll definitely appear next to that river at some point. I think it will be important as well when I'm on location. I probably won't be revealing too much about where I am, more for the safety of the wildlife, and well, also myself a little bit while I'm out with all this kit. Um, so yeah, so you'll be able to see stuff, but I'm not necessarily going to share where I am. Oh, little squirrels cleared off, didn't they? Louise says thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I'd love to have a go at a macro live stream. I don't know technically how I'm going to do it, but I've got some ideas. So yeah, I really want to make that happen. It'd be nice to see if I can get hold of some code lenses and stuff for that, as well as a few other things. I quite often use. I've got like vintage lenses and some tubes that I use. Um, they're a bit clunky, but yeah, it'd be nice to get some like proper macro stuff and just show off tiny little world. Very quiet. I'm not sure many people that watch the Detectorists might have made it to this stream, mainly because the stream that I advertised completely broke earlier. So that might have scuppered that audience. But there's no harm in trying these things. Seagulls. Blissfully quiet, says Louise. Exactly. I'm going to use a little battery change. So whilst I'm changing my battery, if I can find my battery case. Oh yeah, looking conveniently next to me. Um, whilst I'm changing my battery, earlier, I think it was last year, I came across some baby tawny owls, which were like the cutest thing ever. So yeah, I'm just going to show you these little tawnies while I sort my battery out. Enjoy. Really cute. Veteran Bike says he's going to keep an eye out for locations. Thank you. Game camera guy, sounds great to have a live at Riverbank. I'd love to hear from the otter group you worked with to give us an overview on the film and what they do too. I'll see if I can make that happen. That might have to be a pre-record because I have no idea how I'm going to get multi-camera and two people and all that going on. But I will investigate. Trying to find something, but it's all hidden away. It's getting cold. It's getting dark. I think everything's ready to go to bed. In camera guy, would you typically capture owls in daylight or at dusk? So there's a squirrel. Those owls, when tawnies are little, um, they'll start in a nest and then they do this thing called branching, where they start exploring outside the nest. So they'll start getting out on the branches and having a look around, and they'll kind of do that all day. So this particular family were kind of out all the time, and they were sleeping through the day, but still sat on the branches, sometimes waking up, figuring it out. Poor old mum and dad had zero sleep at all, constantly keeping an eye on them. But yeah, that during that branching period, that's when you're most likely to see tawny owls. The rest of the time, nocturnal. You'll hear them, but very unlikely that you'll see them. If you do ever come across like a little ball of fluff, a tawny owl in a tree, if you see it fall out or anything, never approach it because mum and dad are always close by and they will attack, and they have some very sharp talons. So super, super cute to see. Um, Never try to help one if you see it fall to the ground. It will figure it out you will get your eyes gouged. Luckily, that didn't happen in this kind of scenario, but it's one of those things I always just like to say. Yeah, look out for little balls of fluff in the middle of spring. Um, Keep your distance. Right. Something I'd love to play with is like thermals and infrared, because that's a good way to spot owls. Go out at night and look for heat signatures and stuff, large blobs in trees. I haven't had much of a chance to do that. So yeah, that would be nice. I'm sure I could find a way to hook it up to this system as well. Should we go on Owl Watch together? Thank you, Mick, for joining me. Thank you so much. And yeah, hopefully there will be a next one. I will shout about it as soon as I know when. For those left, oh, oh, is that the flip? No, it's a magpie. I was going to say I've set up a Substack so that um, if anyone wants to know, like, get updates when the next lives are, and it's only just going to be like, I'm going to go live on this date, or when I'm releasing a film, no other kind of faff, because I don't really like writing newsletters. But if anyone does want to do that, there is a Substack. It was in the link in my description, but the link has changed, so I will put it in the link in this description and maybe just post it online somewhere. But also, you could just subscribe to this channel, and I'll do post updates. Um, as well if you're not subscribed already. So yeah. Oh, there it goes. Game camera guy, infrared sounds awesome. Would you need LiDAR focusing or something in such low light? I don't know. I need to look into it a bit more. I mean, most people just have these little like monocular style things. That's like the most consumer friendly thing. Or you can get like binoculars with all your thermal and infrared. I do have a friend who like really understands it really well. So maybe it's alive with him sometime, showing me how to use it, or yeah, or I just learn. Um, I mean, part of this is going to be learning new things. Let's just learn new things live. That what could possibly go wrong? We'll just do all the things. That would be great. can hear some alarm calling, which means there's something upsetting the birds. Sometimes it's a predator, like a buzzard or a fox. They're not going so crazy though, it's just a bit of alarm. I might just cover my eyes just in case. It's always a clue. I would channel my inner owl, the camera guy who says branching out just like baby owls. Little one. Tiny, tiny sparrow. Can you see him? Nighttime squirrel. Couldn't get it any brighter today. Looks really young, this squirrel. So yeah, he's probably not long meant how to forage and is filling up to get nice and big. Thank you, James, for stopping by. Look forward to seeing you at the next one. Thank you. I'm going to get a bit closer to the day. It's making a meal of what I was eating. Hmm. Rich King Camera Guy says, nerd question, what's your ISO? Right now on the A7S3, I'm at 12,800, which is like the the low light base rate for this camera. So I can usually go a little bit longer on this camera than I can on, well, definitely than on my Red, um, and other cameras that just don't do low light as well. So yeah. Mm. I'm zoomed in so much though. If I just even lightly tap the camera, it's a bit of a bump. Really need a steady hand sometimes. Which way are you going, please? I love it when they get a little bit on their nose. So it's probably about time I start wrapping up. We're going to lose the light, and I also need to kind of pack up and get back to the car. Yeah, thank you for joining me. Thank you for sticking with me through all of the live technicals. Of course, everything that could go wrong did go wrong. which was fantastic. Hopefully, I will figure it all out, see you again, and have it all go wrong again. But that's part of the fun of it. And yeah, if you've got any ideas or things you want to see, please do leave some comments for me to read in the future, or let me know. Um, keep an eye on my YouTube and my Instagram for the next live when I figure out when that's going to be. And yeah, I think that's it.